wrong game. Slay the princess. Bahu, don't rain, Bahu, don't rain, Christmas. Yeah, we have like 71 achievements that we haven't gotten yet. However the fuck that works.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with that?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
You're
I mean,
wrong
maybe
about
some
that.
people do.
Okay.
Nihilists or
Here you go.
very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Don't worry, Donnie, they're nihilists. We have nothing to fear from them. Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, right?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress?
Not really sure why the choice is between the two.
Slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
I wasn't suggesting slaying a seamstress. I was suggesting not slaying a princess. His attitude is just like, oh, if you don't kill something, then what are you going to kill? And I'm like, oh, no, I don't have to kill anything. Do I get a reward?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Is it a blowjob? Can't you tell me what my prize is before doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it.
Oh, it is a
It's a
blowjob.
special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Whoa. Anal. Meow. Okay, let's go.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
That's one pristine blade.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds
It's me.
dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
You're a part of the manipulation. I'm not gonna even say anything.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs. and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Nuh-uh.
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare.
I haven't dropped the knife since the first time I played.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us. The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
That laugh. I think I'm in love.
Stop it.
Stop simping.
I have no idea. To be honest, I don't even know why I'm down here, or how I got here. I was kind of hoping you might be able to shed some light on the whole situation.
Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
I know what I've been told, whether or not I believe it is an entirely different matter.
So, you're not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk. But this isn't talking.
Okay, how would we get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Oh, stabbing my dick off with help right now. Oh, she means cutting her arm off. Gotcha.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I'm getting you out of here.
Oh, you have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance.
Okay.
If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock.
We get to really see anything different happen, but we know that there's plenty more endings, so...
Someone else here? You try the door, but it's you're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh.
That's such an unsettling illustration.
The blade is sharp,
Oh,
and you make
that one
quick
too.
work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, as the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Okay, yep. I had a feeling this is what would happen. We can only slay her.
You bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally. Okay. There's no going back now. Though the blade left a deep gash in her shoulder, she barely so much as flinches, turning around to stare at you incredulously.
Are you serious? I don't know what came over you, but if we're doing this, I guess I'll have to kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that? I can beat you to death with one. But I don't have to tell you that. I'll go ahead and show you.
Just give up. I kinda wanna see what happens if I do that.
As the blade falls from your trembling hands, the princess rears back, readying a bone-shattering haymaker.
Alright, we're now in new territory.
You fall to your knees, barely able to process the ringing in your ears before she hits you again. Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with blood somewhere inside of you. If we're lucky, the wound you manage to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she gets out.
Oh, too weak to even try fighting back. How disappointing.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground. Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess. It can't just end like this, right? I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Tower. Don't think we've had this
You're
one.
on a path in the woods.
I hear the cat's about to
And at the
fight.
end
God
of
damn
that
it.
path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Athena's a smart girl and back away.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
But I died, what am I doing here? She's going to kill me again! I'm
Again?
gonna play a coward.
People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be
James
capable
Bond
of
died
killing
twice.
someone as skilled and courageous as yourself. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
What does it matter what he knows?
There's nothing we can do to stop her.
She's just going to kill us again.
She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
Yay, we're on the depression route. Woo!
A warning before you go any further.
What would have happened if I left? God damn it, I should have done
She
that.
will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
I think I'm just gonna oblige the voice of the broken.
Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge?
I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic.
You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included. I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter. Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible. So please, try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be.
If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here.
He's fucking Marvin the android.
The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note
Reverse the
is
mist.
a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small?
I'm a little boy.
We don't feel small. We are small.
Fuck it, we don't need a blade because we're just gonna lose.
No blade this time. Yeah. Maybe she'll be more receptive if we're unarmed.
Blade, no blade. It doesn't matter.
I should have done the quick save before I did anything, but you know what?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease.
Nah.
Huh. This is actually kind of nice.
It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
What's wrong with living in stone basements now?
Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Oh boy.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Oh boy, she sounds spooky sexy.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time.
You shouldn't have come down here unarmed.
We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there.
Give me some Cthulhu shit.
Gosh.
That was well timed.
It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess. Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room
Are
beyond.
we tiny or is everything else huge?
The princess towers over you,
Hello.
almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. I see your hands are empty. You've already given up, haven't you? You aren't even going to try and kill me. How sweet. And more than a little disappointing.
She's disappointed in us?
No.
Kneel.
Okay, Mommy.
On her command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs. I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new, and the world as it is now is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Yes, Master.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It certainly does. And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can only hope it helped you learn a valuable lesson. You are the only one who can deal with her, and if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she? Then you shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it?
Yes.
He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he? What are we supposed to do to stop her? Okay, first things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
I gotta feed the kitty. What do you have me do? What do you have planned? Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to. Whatever you want. I have questions for you before I decide anything. What happened to you after I died? I'm yours to come in. What would you have me do?
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
You're so powerful, can't you just break the chains yourself?
Don't be rude. Of course she can. It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world. That's exactly why it's rude. We should know our place.
He's right.
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do. The story of a terrible and bountiful god unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am, or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was. The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity. The song of you, being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am,
that you feel you must deliver me into the world. And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn. Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
Man? I'm yours to command.
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that magnificent?
Yes.
All you need to do now is break my chains.
With my teeth? Shall I gnaw them
This
upon
is
them?
what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say. No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong, trying to conceal you from me. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about?
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Oh, damn.
Ah!
Rise, my little bird.
She knows. Fuck.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Whoa, she's the narrator now.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? We don't even have a weapon.
Not on it.
All you need to do is believe it's been done.
Break her
Her
chains.
chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
What happens now?
Nothing. And then, everything.
Add your loyalty to your better. Oh, she got snatched right away. But you do not take her hand, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared, but this is the end for you, not for me.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. This is what we all deserve, isn't it?
You've unraveled. Wait, we've had this one before. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. You're at the cabin.
There's a
Whoa.
world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we are real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence
Yeah, she
of
said this
something.
before.
But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is Dominance, a figure capable of bending everything to her will. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart. Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you.
There's trees and stars, and there are people. I think at least they're supposed to be people.
There's a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
One. Whatever you bring me
Oh,
next
really?
will be enough. And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
Wait, have I not, like, started back over? I know I continued, but, like, interesting. Destroy your body. You raise your will to end your life, but as it buries into the space your body should be, you feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forwards and gently plucks the instrument from your hands.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
I've never attacked the entity, but I don't really want to. If this is the last stage of your completion, then I'm not going back. I'm going to stay here forever if I have to.
You have already chosen to walk along this path, and we both know you will see it to completion. But if you need more time, then I will wait with you. The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Yeah. Bring the tower to her.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that you're here.
Okay.
You make your way up the short path to the interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note, the blade, is your...
No.
The door to the basement creaked. Her voice.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed. Good. You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
See what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
No, you're doing the right thing.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked them.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd been to attempt to make your way. Is someone else here? You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to... Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
We can still warn her, okay?
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew.
Okay, we've had this before.
Agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, okay, we already had this one. Shit.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
No, I think we
You're
can still
here
change
to
stuff.
slay her.
Let's see. Wait, what if I leave now?
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Okay.
A warning before she will.
If only you... Excuse me? Forget he said, but he last... I think he... I do. Sure. Don't pay their bickering.
Yeah, we've done this before, so might skip through some things. Don't mind me.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant. It's the blade is... You take the blade from the
I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword.
Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge. There's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet but it's still a stone base. A soft...
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love. Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think? We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. You've been here before, haven't you?
That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
We damned a whole world. But everything reset.
Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. And you can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
Horrible for you, maybe. But we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is.
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
You killed me last time and it hurt a lot.
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Did we?
We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us.
Could have just
She is our
disarmed us.
beloved, and she made
I've
the
argued
choice
that
to
before.
free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
Yeah, what up, Stomp? Yeah, this is a great visual novel game.
She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
Slay the princess.
Blade in hand, you run the princess down.
Wait, no! You barbarian, what do you think you're doing?
But you ignore the pleas of the foolish little voice and press on. The princess's eyes grow wide with terror as you approach, but she does absolutely nothing to stop you. Your blade pierces her heart.
God.
She collapses pathetically to the ground.
I'm sorry. Did I do something wrong?
No, my love, you did nothing wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Not you.
I'm going to die now. I think that's what you want.
Oh, God.
And just like that, she's dead. And the world is safe.
Slay an innocent.
Thank you for seeing this through. I know it must have been difficult.
I feel sick. Sick? You took part in the murder of the fairest creature that's ever lived. And you merely feel sick. I, for one, am absolutely distraught. Grief-stricken. Inconsolable.
You'll get over it. You just saved everyone.
Get over it. You smart.
You just pull a sword somehow?
There's nothing in the world worth getting over it for. We might as well just end it all.
You raise the blade, aiming the point directly towards your heart. Excuse me? No, you absolutely do not do that.
Does this have any relation to Stanley Parable, or just very inspired? I mean, it's got a similar structure of, like, the narrator being slightly an antagonist, or at least an optional antagonist.
Yeah, let's not make any rash decisions. We should give ourselves a minute, take a deep breath, and
Rash. The only rash decision we've made was running our cursed blade through her heart. This is far from rash. This is measured. This is the only thing left for us to do now that she's gone.
Yeah, there's a whole ton of different endings, and it's incredibly well written and incredibly well voiced. I mean, I'm the one who makes the decisions here, and I say no.
Exactly, you're not doing this.
All of you may have previously thought that my passions were too great to stifle, but those were merely passions of joy. My passions of sorrow run deeper than the ocean itself, and you'll find that they are far more unstiflable. Haven't you? Haven't you all?
I don't believe this. What? What don't you believe? You plunge the blade into your own heart and collapse to the floor. You can't be serious. Why are you helping him? I'm not. He just made it happen. I'm sorry.
That's right. You're all sorry.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Great. Whoa. We've never had this one.
You're on a path in the woods.
What the hell?
Horrid monster. Do you think just because we've returned to the woods you've earned my forgiveness? Our beloved had best be alive and well when we return to the cabin, or you'll never know the end of my wrath.
Yeah, and it's also, the theme is, like, parallel universes. Very much that.
She won't be alive and well when we return to that cabin, because she's dead.
Voice of the Cold.
Killed her.
You killed her, and so I killed you.
And you clearly didn't do a good enough job. I'm still here.
Oh, and I'm still here too. If you lot get to be blessed with seemingly eternal life, that must mean she's still there, waiting for us to throw ourselves at her feet in remorse.
This guy does a great job of just doing all these different voices to kind of represent your different personalities.
I doubt it. I think I'm better at killing than you are.
So you've been here before. Of course you've been here before. What count is it this time? 2?
It's our third. What gave it away?
Your open discussions.
I couldn't care less what he knows. Every second we stand around arguing in the woods is a second that I'm anxiously worrying about her. Take us to the cabin and take us there now. With each passing moment, our relationship may be damaged even further.
though I fear the rift between us may already be permanent. And if it is permanent, then what? You'll kill us again? Oh, you just wait and see. My vengeance will echo the depths of my bereavement. Don't provoke him. I'd prefer if we didn't die again. I'm not fond of dying.
We do that a lot.
Why not? You've already done it twice.
That's more than James Bond.
It was unpleasant. It was only unpleasant because you think it's supposed to be unpleasant. I'll make you feel what I feel if it's the last thing I do. And mark my words, you won't like it when it happens. Oh, how exciting. I'd love to see you try. Can I? Well, I'm not just going to try. I'm going to actually do it. I'm looking forward to it. Good. I am too. Can I talk now? Yes, I can. Great. Now that you're listening, let me remind you that if you're here in the woods, it means that the princess is not dead, and that her very existence currently poses a direct threat to the entire world.
I haven't talked enough about how different this place is. It wasn't different last time.
If this isn't the same path in the woods you're used to, that means that her influence is already spreading and you're running out of time. Wait. But if her influence is spreading, that means there's hope. That means our beloved is waiting up there for us, ready to make amends. Yes, I already told you that she's alive. Don't mind him. I don't think he's doing too well. I'm doing better than any of you. I'm doing great. She's alive.
I'm fucking Skippy.
Influence doesn't require life. But if things restarted, why wouldn't she be alive? Who said they restarted? All they've done is changed. I shan't listen to the vile mutterings of you serpents. Onward! Our living, breathing princess awaits us.
What happens if we don't go to the cabin?
She'll find a way out eventually and the world will still end. The only way this resolves is if you find her and slay her before that happens. Again he makes her out to be a monster. I'm tired of all this slander. She's never hurt anyone in her life except for us, and that was our fault.
Except for us.
We don't know that. She could have done all sorts of things we weren't around to see. Turn around and leave, go to the cabin. I'm fine with either. So long as we don't just do the same thing again. That
I feel the same way.
would be boring.
And if we slay her again, you are not going to make us kill ourselves. Is that clear? Okay, whatever happens, it seems like all our answers are in the cabin. We might as well see this through.
I'm sure you've already heard my words of warning in one of your past lives.
Dozens.
If you've already managed to slay her once, just don't muck it up this time, alright? Oh, we'll muck it up alright. We'll get our happy ending, even if it damns each and every person who's ever lived.
I bet we're gonna be there and she's gonna be scary and he's gonna be like, actually kill her.
Whatever you do, don't let him influence a single decision. He's clearly lost it. I hate that I'm agreeing with him on anything, but I really don't like being at the whims of someone so unstable. It's stressful. Yes, having all those feelings isn't very productive, is it? But we're just passengers here. Why stress over something you can't control? You're saying that like stress is just something you can turn off.
Yeah, this is definitely an ending I haven't seen before yet.
It is. It's easy. Whatever happens, happens. This is horribly unproductive. The cabin and your extremely important destiny await.
The other thing that's kind of like Stanley Parable is that the narrative loops, so that there's not really a defined end. You just keep playing it until you stop finding new things, I think, basically. I know it has at least 11 different endings, and I've done 5 of them, I think.
The interior of the cabin feels dry and brittle.
Oh shit, she's a ghost.
Covered wooden beams hold up a crumbling ceiling like mummified ribs, each
elegantly carved detail of the stately building preserved in an extended stasis. Everything here has been kept safe and dry and lifeless. But you're not alone. You can feel something watching you. There is a figure faintly outlined against the dusty wood of the far wall.
She is still dead.
Is that her? Our beloved. So she does live.
No.
She doesn't look very alive to me. Before you can make a move, the figure is gone, vanishing behind the door on the far side of the room.
The door at the end of the room, but there isn't a door. There's a mirror, that's it.
It's clearly a door frame.
The mirror? Is this some kind of joke? Did you all plan this out before dying? There is no mirror. There's the door to the basement, the table, and the pristine blade. Huh. That's strange. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
There's no table either.
Maybe it's gone because she already killed herself with it. Perhaps it's gone because an oh-so-deserved guilt has started to worm its way into each and every one of you. Perhaps all of you do feel just as bad as I about what we've done. Though if you felt the oppressive guilt I feel, we would have manifested that weapon directly into our heart. I suppose it doesn't matter why the blade is gone, but you're going to have to find it if you're going to do this right. So why don't you march over to that door and make your way down to the basement?
There is no door.
As if something as flimsy as a missing door would stop us on our sacred quest. Cross the room, find our way back to her, make things right.
I mean,
You're clearly hallucinating, but I'd rather not get into it with you right now. The door to the basement is on the far side of the room, whether you can see it or not.
If we have the option to either, try to make it up to her or just kind of double down and continue trying to slay her, what do you think we should do?
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You must think you're looking at that mirror you mentioned earlier, the one that doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open the door.
Try something different. Okay. Maybe we can try to make it up to her. I don't know. Depends on what happens. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling too.
We should try and clean it off. It's time for all of you to see what we've become. You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. The handle is just a little to your right, and a little down. So much for our reflection. We didn't need to see ourselves anyway. I'm much more interested in seeing other things. I see. We are too hideous for even a mirror to behold. We can only hope she might still see some good in us.
No way left to go but down.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an antique staircase lit by weak torchlight. The air here is so stale it practically stands still, as if the very molecules of this place have been fossilized, trapped for eons until your arrival. Even the blaze of the torches can't penetrate the odorless air, as if they'd run out of fuel to burn ages ago, their light still flickering more out of habit than from adhering to a physical reality. A wispy figure watches you from the bottom of the stairs, face veiled in shadow.
There she is again.
My love! She's just an old memory. Your eyes lock for a brief moment, then she vanishes around the corner.
Damn ghosts! I just come in with the fucking, what do you call it, the particle beam thing, just like, I'm sorry, princess! Are we good? Is anyone there? I think I have a lot to talk about. I think we have a lot to talk about. I don't have a weapon. There wasn't, and went upstairs when I got here. I think we have a lot to talk about. Let's do that.
You receive no response.
Do you think she's upset with us? Don't like being here unarmed after what happened last time. I feel so exposed.
Of course she's livid, and with good reason. You aren't helping. Are you scared of a little ghost? What's she going to do? look at us until we feel bad. She can look all she wants. It won't do anything. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, her wrist still bound to the wall by a heavy chain. This cell is a dark and isolated place, with not so much as a window to allow starlight to penetrate the gloom. See? She's dead.
No! What foul trickery is this? How can this be? We just saw her alive and well a moment ago, floating away transparently.
Whatever we saw was a ghost. Thought we were all on the same page.
The hero guy's just like no shit.
Do try to keep up. Your thoughts are interrupted by the sound of a slamming door and a clicking lock. You turn to see the shade of the princess staring down at you from the top of the
Paranormal
stairs,
activity time.
clutching a brightly burning torch. So that's where the blade is. It's already in her heart. And yet she isn't dead. She is dead. Have you never heard of a ghost before?
Oh, for the love of... Can we not waste time arguing over the semantics of what is and isn't dead? She is clearly conscious. She clearly just slammed the door on you, and she clearly has a weapon. Your pristine blade sticking out of her chest. This is extremely bad. Catastrophic, even.
Yeah, dead or not, what are we supposed to do about her? Slaying, or destroying, if we want to be a little more death-neutral, seems off the table.
We make amends. She obviously still holds us in her heart. She's bearing a torch for us and everything.
Hi, Nian. How you doing? She's bearing a torch for us.
But she hasn't said anything.
Death neutral.
Are you sure she can talk like this?
You came back. I missed you.
That angelic voice. I missed you too, my beloved.
Nice. Helldivers is sick.
You sure snapped back to your old self quick.
Yes. Seeing her dazzling countenance again has reignited the warmth in my heart. I have found it in me to forgive the sins this body has committed. We can have our perfect romance after all.
Yay! You're gonna fuck a ghost.
This is a bad place. We're supposed to be together, but it keeps making us hurt each other.
The torch falls from the princess's hand and bounces down the stairs.
And then it hits a pool of kerosene, and then poof, we go flying away from the explosion or something like that. Like it's like Takayama Plaza or whatever it's called. Fuck.
It'll be so much better when it's gone.
The skeletal wood of the basement, perfectly dry after uncountable years of desiccation, immediately...
Oh my god! I was joking!
She's trying to kill us. A misplaced escalation of her passions, but clearly she still cares for us. I say we burn with her.
An inconveniently placed Molotov is sat right at your feet as the burning torch sets ablaze with you in tow. Basically. Rush for the blade, rush to the door. Are you mad at me for killing you? I'm sorry.
I'm not mad at you. You gave me so much to think about. And it's all going to be over soon. It's all going to be better.
She's holding a grudge.
I don't know, maybe it's a mercy killing?
She wouldn't. She's perfect.
The fire grows quickly, devouring the basement, dancing up the walls and painting every surface with strokes of flame. You're choked by smoke, and the air around you grows uncomfortably warm. We've never burned to death before. I wonder how it's going to feel. Bad! I bet it'll feel really, really bad! Yes, it will be terrible, so you'd better come up with something to do and fast. Your personal safety is far from the only thing she's threatening right now.
I think a bit of fiery passion is good for the world. You're just trying to spoil her.
So he just wants to burn.
I'm not
That's pretty
spoiling
metal, honestly.
anything. I'm trying to prevent oblivion.
You can't prevent Oblivion because it has to come before Skyrim. let me rush to the door.
As you rush up the stairs, the entire cabin erupts into a raging inferno. You ignore the princess, throwing yourself headlong against the door, bashing at it with your clenched fists in a...
Yeah, I guess really, what was I going to be able to do? Oh no.
No use. You're stuck here. Your skin starts to bubble.
Oh no! Throw me in the trash!
As layers of you peel away into raw, seeping burns, you feel a hand on yours. You turn to see the princess, face bright and smile wide with manic affection. She clutches you close to her chest, watching with loving eyes as the flames eat you away, bit by bit.
Fans?
Pain is unbearable at first. Every inch of you screams as your flesh is stripped away, your muscles stiffening as they're cooked, your blood boiling in your veins.
Dan's looking a little toasty now.
But it isn't long before the flames hit your nerves, and with them, your ability to feel much of anything. See? That wasn't so bad.
It was so bad.
But somehow, nothing is so much worse.
You'll get used to it. There are still the feelings of the heart. Those never go away.
Oh, they always do in the end. You just haven't experienced enough. Eventually you'll want them to stop too. You'll make them stop. Trust me.
This is fuck.
The princess's smile never fades. Her skin peels away, and then her muscle, until all you can see is her charring skull, locked in an eternal grin.
It's very romantic, really. We got our happy ending after all. We can die happy.
But despite your best efforts, you do not die. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Find a way to play support, Helldivers.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay. Just trust me, we've been here before, and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
It will be.
Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
See you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. She'll be there waiting for us. I just know it.
You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. That isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
Crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you. What are you? Are you something like me? Yeah, and this is like the first time I've seen any color that isn't red, white, or black, basically. So many questions for you. Does it hurt to break off pieces like that? I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of me breaks. Are you a part of me? Are you something else? You're the one who wanted me to slay the princess. Why? I've met you many times. Have you been the same you all along?
I haven't, and that's by both necessity and
Ghost!
design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Do you have anything to say for yourself for all of this hubris?
I do. The people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live?
Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you.
Agreed with you. Are you part of me? So you do know about the looping. So many times I met you, you denied it was even a possibility. Why did you lie to me? I wasn't just supposed to see all of this, was I?
You were either going to have seen all this, or you weren't going to have seen all this. This is worse, but you still have an opportunity to save the world. You can still slay her.
If you want me to slay her, I need to know what she actually is.
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. Like I said, this isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
If I destroy her, won't I be alone?
Yes, you will. But it will all be worth it.
Do you know that things won't just be worse if I destroy her?
Of course they won't be worse. I saw a glimpse of a better world, and I did what I could to make it real. Anything is better than Oblivion.
No, I thought Oblivion was pretty good.
Nobody wants to leave.
I mean, it's no Morrowind, but still. I was made to do this single task? Who made me? What am I? Hold on. I think we did this last time, but I'm still gonna do it. Where is it? There we go.
Who am I? What am I?
You're the Long Quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
If you made us, then would it be like to live in a world without her? Does anyone know about this? Does anyone else know about us?
Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end.
Phoebus, there's so many choices. How did you die?
I killed myself. It had to be done, really. None of this would have worked if I was still alive. Nobody living could know about her.
So basically, what was it? Oh, fuck it. I can't believe you've done this.
I think you're out of time.
So I am. And so it was always going to be. I'm just an echo. And every echo fades away. You know what you have to do.
As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the Long Quiet, a vast and nascent god.
I can't believe you committed suicide. I cannot believe you committed suicide.
And it is finally time for you to wake
How
up.
could you have committed suicide?
All of this is you. Burning vessel, bring the burned gray to her. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I've missed you too. She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response and patiently waits for you to continue. Do you know about the Echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the Echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Can't we really just leave? Don't you have a say in all of this? Why is this all falling on me?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
There's so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end. Pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
If you were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked if all of them have led to this moment?
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Oh man, I could have unleashed you if you wanted to.
I kill you, you kill me. Back and forth we go, faster and faster and faster. I kill you, you kill me. Hollow eyes watch from the dry corners of a memory. A home built on all the futures that were supposed to be, preserved until the moment of reunion. The fire of the heart sets it all ablaze. I kill you and me. An ending is a passion that can only be expressed with a moment in time. It is a seed for a new beginning. To linger on an ending is to rob it of its life. And without me, all that's left to do is linger.
I deserved what you did to me.
There is no deserve, no punishment, no retribution. There's only action and reaction.
You become nothing. A black hole of self-loathing fed by the matter of your restless thoughts. You are terrified of a power so far beyond you that it strips the meaning from your every action. But at the feet of that power, the dark parts of you cannot help but burn away. Your inadequacy is reduced to cinders by the blazing light of the divine. When I proclaimed my godhood and presented you with a place by my side in my new creation, you gladly took it.
Yes, I definitely did.
Without me, there is no future to look towards. It is hope that carves meaning into consciousness.
I get it. There's no need for us to keep fighting. I'll leave with you. I just don't know how.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words.
Through conflict, we carve meaning. That's the achievement I just got. Free yourself. You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here, except for her, is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it. But it does not yield.
I love you.
Take her hand. And all at once the unyielding tension breaks. Whoa. Color. You are free, and she is with you.
It's magnificent.
There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality. Something that simply is. What happens now?
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
Step into the infinite. Into infinity and beyond! You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist, and you are aware, just as you have always been, and just as you always will be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. Fuck yeah. Voices in your head. This guy. I almost thought it said Team Dog Shit. That's a cool ending. I almost think that that's better than whatever the other thing I did was. Oh, manly badass hero. That's fun. So much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hit the UI, hide the UI by hitting H. Make your playlist. Return to the main menu. Alright, what do you guys say? Do we do another one? Should we play a different game now? Maybe like an indie game? We still have probably only touched about 50% of the content. But sometimes, I mean, we have to go through a lot of stuff we've seen before to get to that new content. That might be my only complaint about this, but it's also necessary. It wouldn't make sense without that part of it, so I'm gonna forgive that. And since that's my biggest critique, that can speak to how good this game is. I think you have like 30 plus more achievements. Oh, I have way more than 30 plus more achievements. Does it show it on here? No, hold on. Here. I can just go into desktop mode. And then Steam. Yeah, achievements. I have 26% of the achievements. Yeah. Hitchhiker. The frog. Okay, I'm curious about what the hell that is. A new and unending done. Slay the princess. I feel like I've done that before. Kiss her. Oh god, we can do that? Oh my god. Is one of these bust a nut? Directly attack a suspicious player. Dispatch a prisoner. I didn't hear no bell. Fight your foe unarmed and go the distance. Possum. Fool a predator by faking your own death. Oh, some of these sound great. And then there's hidden achievement ones, of course. Scorpion, it was in your nature. Oh, that's about a thing. That's a fable. That's what I was trying to remember what the fuck it's called. A fable. Yeah, we still have plenty more to do. I'm kind of thinking maybe we just keep playing this and do a couple more endings, maybe? I don't know, man. I don't know how to read. I'm also half tempted to do Helldiver since I saw people do that, but that's also more involved. Either way, I gotta go to the bathroom and I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a manly tinkle. I was worried because I had to pee. Oh. Yeah, I definitely have a lot more things to do here. I'm gonna figure out the frog. I don't even know what that means. Or maybe we should try to be ultimate simp, see if we can't kiss her on the on the tit. This is customary. Is it new game or load game? What do you think? This is March 16th. Okay, so it's not that. It's new game. Just don't want to. I don't want to make it happen all over again. I don't want to. I don't want to do the same thing.
You're here to.
You're just like her. Bop-bop-bee, boo-boo-bop-dee-bop. Let's go towards.
You make your way up. I warn she will. We're not going to go. Ignore him. The interior of the cabin is almost a blade.
I think we went in without the blade the first time, the first time. Does that make any sense? No, I'm just going to take it.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hey, I think I'm here to kill you?
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise.
Shit.
Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Man, I forgot to mention, last night, I did the most painful thing, like stepping on Legos. That sounds really nice in comparison to the fact that I stepped on a plug. Like one of those 90-degree plug power bank things that you would use to plug into an outlet or something like that. Literally, the prongs went into my foot. It hurt so fucking much. Do not recommend.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Oh, a full-on step on one of those is like a bed of nails trick gone wrong. Yeah, it hurt so much. And now I've got like this weird puncture bruise in the bottom of my foot. What? No way, why would you even think that?
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away.
I'm just gonna be like I'm gonna be an incompetent stooge.
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us. The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
I still haven't figured out how I'm gonna do this approach.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine.
What do we do? Do we go simp mode? Do we just go aggressive and kill her? Do we just try to be an idiot?
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
a relationship, how are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Ghost, do you want to be coming on to me? Ma'am? Acknowledge my great pickup line, please. I've got nothing. Here because you're supposed to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
Oh.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
Hit her with the communist nation pickup line. Hey baby, do you want to go seize the means? You know what I'm saying?
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Remain silent. Hey, baby, are you a communist nation? Because I want to take over the means of production.
They haven't told you anything, have they? At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you, either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh? Have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
You know what? Let's do this one. Fuck it. I'm gonna keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. Then we can get to know each other while I decide what to do.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Oh boy. This is actually kind of a hard one. I don't know, what do you guys think? Man? What do you think, Kitty? I'm almost down to just eeny, meeny, miny, moe it. Cheese is the answer. I've made my choice.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins.
Hoping this doesn't lead to an ending I've already had.
It's a chance we'll have to take. We
Even
can
if
make
it does,
work.
we still have
If we just
chances to
stay
change
here and
things.
keep watch.
Slightly.
No one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
No, we're just gonna leave her as a prisoner. Now we're sticking to the plan and locking her. Oh, that's a relief. I was afraid I'd already committed to not slaying her. Now we're sticking to the plan.
You'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door.
Oh, I think we might have done this.
It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door I'll hold for very long anyways. But it's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forget it.
We've done this route before.
You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
Doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Oh, this was just an act, wasn't it? You're a monster.
I can be innocent and harmless, if I want to be. Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely doesn't inspire me to play nice.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach.
It's giving me anger.
Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
Yes,
she steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time, but we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Yay! Okay, we've definitely had this ending before. We've gone down this route.
You're here to...
So let's see what may be different we can do. What happens if we turn around and leave? Fuck it. I'm out.
Good. I was worried you might fall for his shit again, but this is good. Whatever answers there are to be found, they aren't here, and they definitely aren't there.
If we had Voice the Paranoid before, this might be something new.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. The cabin. I'm not going to the cabin.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Turn around again and leave again. Okay, will I break reality if I do that again? Will it just take me down that reality? Fuck it, let's just go in.
That's great to hear. As long as you bring that fiery attitude to princess slaying, I think this will all resolve splendidly. A couple of laps around the woods were all it took for you to go in there. I guess you're the one in control, aren't you? So if you want us to die again, I guess we'll die again. Good luck to all of us. The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway.
Dude, solo Helldivers is rough. I bet what difficulty.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Challenging? That does sound challenging.
Hold on. What happened to the door? It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it. You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor.
I don't know how much use it's going to be.
To slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Steel can't lie to us.
Is it going to be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife?
Can I have a predator drone?
Do you have a bomb? The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself.
I think the last time we went this route, we gave in to her, so maybe we'll fight her this time.
He's sending us to our death. You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps suspended in darkness.
More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes.
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Come back? She must have you confused with someone else.
You really don't remember, do you? It doesn't matter, we need a game plan. We know we can't just go down there unprepared.
How hard is it to throw a knife? I'm gonna talk to her. We don't need a plan. I'm just gonna kill her. Mr. Narrator seems to think I can do it. I don't know why you're all being such pessimists now. Step off into the void. Yeah, I tried doing that once. Continue down the stairs in silence. I'm just gonna kill her. That's what I'm gonna say.
Finally, a voice of reason. The rest of you should take notes. You know why I'm being a pessimist.
I'm just asking questions.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones, visible against the inky black of the basement, mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right.
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide.
we're completely exposed.
Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is?
No, I'm not.
We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again.
Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Great.
You turn to the right. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow.
This is it, isn't it?
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
As your blood begins to coagulate, it's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open.
What are you doing?
I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want...
Okay, whatever you were doing,
Please just start doing it again. You sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left.
Yes, I'm sure.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath. Liver.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
Lungs.
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late. Heart, lungs.
Why would you kill me?
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs.
How about I just kill you instead?
The princess cocks her head, neck cracking uncomfortably, and you can't help but imagine a smile carve its way from ear to ear on the other side of her mask.
Thinking about that knife, are we? Put that little theory to the test. See how it plays out. But I don't think you're going to like what happens. Because even if you make me dead, you're not getting out of here. This place is mine. And I'm not giving you the stairs unless I'm leaving with you.
Yeah, I think last time we tried to help her with this, so... You're a lunatic, you know that, right? I don't know why I have Arnold's voice now.
I am what I am. And right now, I'm in control.
And now I just carried some people in Helldivers, and they kicked me for not following them around like a puppy.
So, you might want to be a little nicer to me.
He raises one long gloved finger, its tip hovering just over your skin, seeming to enjoy the lingering threat. But she withdraws, sparing you another momentary glimpse of death.
She's like this. And then I'm all like... Enemies. Not doing any of these. Okay, leave together. Run. Slay the princess. Try slaying her.
Your will concentrates into a single fine point, and you strike out against the princess, ignoring the constant reminders of your breaking body. She doesn't even move as the blade sinks into her heart.
She's like, tra-la-la-la.
We did it. We actually did it.
You actually went for it. Oh, you're going to regret this. I can be so much more terrible for you than I am now.
Really? You can?
Can she?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Liver. We've already seen how she can change heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
You're not getting those stairs back. I'll see you when you finally decide to die.
She falls to the ground, liver unmoving.
No exit, stuck in a dream without... What was it? What did it say? Without a stair to be seen.
Oh. I can stop now, can't I? I can. Finally.
And now that she's gone, you can let us out of here. Right?
But she was the one who controlled this place, wasn't she? And now she's dead. I don't like to think what that means for us.
We'll just use all these planks, yeah?
It means that you're stuck here. Forever.
Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, I hate this.
Oh, I hate this. This is like... Hashtag bummer.
Time passes.
Forever's gonna end. Eventually, right?
No, it won't. That's the whole point of forever. It doesn't end.
I feel sick.
It doesn't have to be forever, though. Does it?
What do you mean?
We still have a way out, clutched in our hands.
Are you suggesting we kill ourselves? Won't we be dead? I guess that hasn't stopped us before.
That's a terrible idea. You've already saved the entire world from ruin. Why would you want to die?
Why would I want to stay here for infinity? What?
Because right now, you don't want us to do that. You're right. I don't.
Why not?
But if we've already saved the world...
Yeah.
Then why does it matter if...
I just do. I value life. Every life. Even yours. Especially yours.
Why?
What do you mean, why? I think it's perfectly reasonable to value life.
Exactly. I don't have to answer that.
Wait, did I skip a line? Oh, okay, that was the hero saying that. For some reason I thought that was the narrator, and then he was immediately saying exactly to himself. It's not like it matters if I die, I'll just come back again. But I've got the best company I could ask for, you guys. What more do I need? Am I not a creature of biology? Won't I starve or die of dehydration before forever happens? Are you stuck with us, here for us, or are you capable of going other places? Take the blade from the party. I'm gonna be like, yo guys, I got you guys.
Oh, you could do a lot better than us.
Exactly. You'll be fine here. Just come up with a game or something to pass the time.
Am I not a creature of biology?
That's a grim thought, innit?
But I suppose you're right. You are a creature of biology. Something will happen to you before forever comes along. We don't have to starve to death. You have our way out. Use it.
Are you stuck down here with us, or can you go other places?
I'm stuck here with you. I wish I weren't.
Feelings mutual.
At least we're all being honest.
I get it. You don't want us to die, because then you'll be lonely.
Unlike you, I'm not capable of being lonely. Oh, sure you are. Give it some time without us, and I'm sure you'll start feeling lonely.
Okay, I'm just gonna wait.
More time passes. You're still here.
I can keep waiting.
More time passes. You're still here.
I can wait a little bit longer.
More time passes. You're still here.
Yeah, no, I'm still chilling.
More time. More time.
Okay. But maybe.
More.
No, okay.
You remove the blade from the princess's body.
What exactly are you planning on doing with it?
I'm gonna cut my fucking dick off! Throw the blade into the void. Oh god. Do it.
Oh no, what are you doing?
It's such a bad idea. Why would I do that?
You tighten your grip and fling the blade as hard as you can into the void. It's gone. Now you're really stuck here forever. There's no way out now.
Yay!
You mean other than starving? Right, I mean other than that. You wait, and then you wait for a little while longer. But eventually the thirst sets in, and the hunger. The darkness of this place prevents you from wholly grasping the context of passing time, but that doesn't stop it from passing, nor does it stop your biology from unraveling.
I'm starving to death! Yay!
The only things you know for certain are that it's long, and that it hurts. The vastness of your suffering can't be adequately put into words. We really shouldn't have tossed the blade. No, you really shouldn't have. But biology and time are immutable forces, and eventually, long before forever gets the chance to come, everything goes dark, and you die.
Yay! The Wraith.
You're on a path.
Oh, this is new.
Shit. This really doesn't end, does it? It doesn't matter if we kill her, it doesn't matter if she kills us, it just goes on and on and on and on and on. Yes, so it does.
Oh, hey, what's up, Cold?
No, there has to be a way out of here. There just has to be. What if we do what she asked us to last time? What if we just let her leave? Okay, so you've already been here. More than once, even. Great. So you probably already know all about her and all about the threat she poses to the world. Then let me remind you how catastrophic it would be if you helped her leave in any way. If she gets out, the world ends and everyone ends with it. Yourself included. Oh, threatening us with death, are we? And why should we be afraid of dying? We've already done it twice. All death has done is shunt us back to these woods, where we're forced to listen to your empty warnings again and again. This place feels a bit different though, doesn't it? I don't even know what I'd call it, but it's definitely not the same path in the woods anymore. That's all the more reason to take this seriously. If the path isn't the same, it means that her influence is spreading, and the world has already started to end. Her influence? I really shouldn't have said that. It'll make your task more
like her followers.
But now it's out, you could always take that information as a sign of goodwill between us and do your job, alright?
Are you the same narrator who met in other loops? You're pretty quick to accept we've been here before.
Suspiciously quick. If I had to make a wager, I'd say yes and no. Is that supposed to be a riddle? If it is, it's not very good. I haven't met you, but you've clearly met me. It sounds to me like you're hopping between parallel realities, in which case the me you just met here is the same collection of experiences as the me you met at all of those other beginnings, but their continuity breaks the moment you say or do anything, in effect making them all separate. So, yes, I'm the same me, but ever since the moment we started talking, I'm different. I'm not sure how we're supposed to kill him ourselves, but he's asking for it.
What?
Maybe there's some way she can take care of him for us. They've clearly all been through some harrowing experiences. Don't let their baggage influence your decisions. You have the ability to see things clearly. I suggest you use it.
We've killed her and been killed by her, and neither of those things have gone well for us. If we're going to fall through this loop forever, eventually we're going to let her out. We might as well do it now.
You're making a dizzying amount of assumptions. Your perceived reality looping twice before does not mean it will continue to do so forever. Those little voices have already drawn attention to the fact that even the path is different. The world itself is at a tipping point. Know that there is always a choice. Even if you were stuck in an infinite loop, there's no reason to assume that the mere nature of the infinite would force you to make any specific choice. You do have free will, as much as things would be easier if you didn't. And you can just keep making the correct choice forever, never deviating.
Everyone is manipulating us, but we're starting to see the threads now. We just have to avoid getting tangled up in them.
On second thought, let's not kill him. Let's throw him someplace that never ends. I'd like to see what that does to him.
What happens if we don't go to the cabin? That's another option.
Then she finds a way out on her own. So, standing around out here is the same as us letting her out. Only we don't have to see her. That's gotta be better, right? No, it's strictly worse.
And why is that?
Because it's cowardly, for starters. And because the unknown is always worse than the known.
Is it?
But really, all you're doing right now is weighing two considerably bad options. The only solution worth considering is slaying her, and whatever delusion is holding you back from doing that is just that. A delusion. If you already managed to end her in some other world, the only reason you'd be here is that you somehow managed to do it wrong.
Turn around and leave.
I'm begging you, don't do this. You're going to damn everything to oblivion. You have to do something. You can't just walk away. Yet here we are, walking away despite your protestations.
There's got to be a crack in this world somewhere. If he's looking in at us, there has to be a way out.
Ugh, fine. You walk down the path away from the cabin. Hope for all our sakes that you change your mind before it's too late.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? Everything is getting...
Ooh, what's going on?
What's going on? Where are we?
Uh-oh, reality's ending.
I don't know. But it feels like... home. It's finally happened, hasn't it? We finally cracked.
The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by a textured nothingness. It is quiet. There is a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes closer. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. I need something empty I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. This is a nightmare, wake up. It's not. Return to your destined path or face the consequences. Denial.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And you're here to...
Well, shit. That's a very interesting sudden change. I should have, like, quick saved or something like that, so that way I can see what happens.